guys, how are you doing today? Hope you're all doing well. Happy weekend, happy Sunday. How are you today? Wow. Hello. Hello. How are you today? Hope you're all doing well. What is it? Oh my God. Oh dear. Hello. Hello. How are you doing today? Hope you're all doing well. Happy weekend. Happy Sunday. If this is your first time seeing this face, I'm Cecilia Mbullah. I live in London, England. How are you today? Happy Sunday. Happy weekend. How are you today? I know it's Sunday. It's the beginning of another week. How are you today? Good afternoon. How are you? How are you and where are you watching from? Kindly let me know where you're watching from, please. How are you? How are you? Happy Sunday. Happy weekend. How are you today? How are you today? How are you dealing with hay fever if you've got hay fever? How are you? How are you? Good afternoon. Where are you watching from? Kindly let me know where you're watching from. And if this is your first time seeing me, I'm Celia. I live in London, England. Yes, in London. On today's episode, we are going to be talking about benefits of keeping your life private. Why you should keep your life private. Why you should only share the things that you feel comfortable sharing. So it's not like you're not going to share with people, you're going to share with family and friends, but you are going to share only the things that you feel comfortable sharing and the things that you know that, okay, when I share this with this person, I don't need explaining later on. I don't need questioning. No one will come and question me and ask me why I have not done that. Oh, you said you were going to buy a house. What happened? Why have you not bought the house? Oh, you said you were going to. No, you don't want that. That is why it's very important to keep your life private. And remember, people can't ruin what they do not know. People cannot spoil what they don't know. So it's important. I cannot stress this enough. Okay, let me tell you a very short story. I remember there's this friend of mine who was about buying a house in London, and she was very excited. She told all of us, she told every one of us about it. She was so excited. We were excited. I was excited for her. And it did not, something happened and it wasn't possible for her to get the house. She really wanted the house. She actually took us to go and see the house. We went and viewed the house. We were all excited. For some reason, she couldn't get the house. I don't know what happened. She could not get the house. I don't really know what happened. I'm not really sure. But she couldn't get the house. And she was so disappointed. She was so depressed. And everyone who did not know the backstory kept asking, oh, what happened to your house? Oh my God, you said you were going to move this December. Why have you not moved? Oh, what happened, And she became so depressed, Yeah, she became depressed and it wasn't good. It was not good at all. So sometimes when you're doing certain things, especially projects that you're not very sure of, don't tell people. Don't go telling people. I know we all have friends and sometimes they want to know and sometimes we are just excited. You know what? I am that kind of a person. or I used to be very excited, and I'll just go telling, oh my goodness, I want to do this, I want to do that. But most often than not, when you go telling people your plans and your projects and what you have to do or what you plan doing, most often than not, it doesn't work. I don't know, for some reason things don't just work. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the energy. I don't know, because sometimes you really do not know who you're talking to. You might think, oh my goodness, I'm explaining this to a friend, and then later on they will be the one coming to ask you, oh, you said you're going to buy the house. What happened? Why have you not moved to your new house? Oh my goodness. I remember with my friend's case, people just kept asking, what happened? What happened? And do you know, up till this point, she's not been able to get a house because, I don't know, for some reason, what happened just put her off. So I don't know if she's not looking. I don't want to ask. You don't just want to ask. She's happy the way she is at the moment. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to ask. But sometimes we put ourselves under pressure when we go about telling people things we are about to do, our plans, our projects for the future. Sometimes it's better for us to just keep quiet, do it in private. And when you've done everything, when the results are all there, people will see. Sometimes you can tell people when everything is done, when you've done everything, you can tell people, So please, that is the first reason. When you don't tell your plans, your projects to people, you don't need to start explaining to everyone, oh, so yes, I couldn't get the house because of this, because of that, because people will ask. People will not keep quiet. We all know people will not keep quiet. If you say you're going to do something by a set date and you do not get it done, people will keep coming to ask, why have you not done it? Oh my goodness, you said you were going to do it and now you have not done it. You lied. Some people will even go as far as saying that you lied, which is not the case. You seriously wanted to do something and it did not work. So that's the first reason I think why you should, don't. And another thing is, remember, people cannot ruin what they don't know. People cannot ruin what they don't know. Okay, let me give you a simple example. Let's say you're happily married. Your husband is spoiling you as a woman. He's gifting you, he's spoiling you, he's taking you on nice holidays. Please, my sister, just shut up if you can. Just zip it. Enjoy. But don't go telling your friends. People will not ruin what they don't know. Just enjoy your marriage. Enjoy. If your husband is spoiling you, enjoy it. Don't go telling your friends. Let's say you're married, your husband is spoiling you. You've got a lot of single friends around you, and they know that, oh, she's got a good husband. They're just suspecting that he might be spoiling her, but they really don't know, because you work, you do your own thing. They don't know. But if you should go around telling them, oh, my husband just got me a car, my husband is spoiling me, he got me this, he got me that, my husband cooks, he cooks well. Seriously? No. People cannot ruin what they do not know. So if you're happily married, if you're a man as well, happily married, your wife is spoiling you, keep it to yourself. Enjoy it to the fullest. Don't share. Pick and choose what to share with people. Sometimes you don't even have to share your successes. You don't even have to. Don't share it. Be happy. You're successful at something. You get something done. Be happy. It's an accomplishment for you. Be happy. You can go out, spoil yourself, Just imagine that you have a friend who's been struggling. They've had 6, 7 divorces. They've gone through 6 divorces. And you've been happily married all through. And you go about telling them, sometimes sometimes we use our own mouth to spoil our own lives by telling people how well we are doing. It's okay, you're doing well. you're excelling in life, enjoy it. Enjoy it, seriously. I would not tell you not to enjoy your 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 um your wins in life. When you win, enjoy it, celebrate it. In life you mustn't have 1,000 friends. You might have just those few friends, that you can share certain things with. And you know what, you have to let your gut feeling, you have to. Don't just share with everyone. Not everyone. You might think, oh my goodness, everyone is happy for me, all my friends are happy for me. No, it took me so long to learn. Not everyone around you is happy for your wins. People, I'm not saying that people around you, that a lot of people will be happy, but not everyone, I repeat, not everyone around you will be happy when you win. Because some people are going through a lot. People are going through a lot. You don't have to encourage people by, rubbing your successes on their faces, like, oh, I got this, I got that, my husband. No, do not do it. Because you're inviting problems to yourself. You're inviting problems to yourself. And you know what? Don't do it. Share less about yourself. Share what you want people to know about you. Choose and pick what to share. Don't share everything and anything. Choose and pick. Whether you're a man or a woman, do not share everything. If you've got a project that you want to undertake, or you have something that you want to do, a project that, no, don't share. Keep it. Just be cool. I know sometimes the excitement, the joy, you're thinking, oh, I have to share, we are all like that, isn't it? I have to share. I must share with my friends. You're so excited. But sometimes you don't have to. Sometimes you have to go. Just go out, go somewhere, have tea, coffee, relax, and then you decide who to share your wins with. Decide who to share your successes with. Please don't go around sharing with everyone. And sometimes when you don't share, you have that peace. You know what? Private equals to peace. When you don't share a lot, you have that peace. You just have that peace. You know what? I'm not sharing a lot with people. I have that peace. Because when you share a lot with people, it's like you're seeking validation. Sometimes, when you share a lot, it's like you're seeking validation. Oh, I'm going to buy a house. You want people to know, oh, you're going to buy a house, so they should see you as that person. You don't need it. Like, seriously, do you really need it? You do not need it. You do not need it. You know what? You get to a point, or you get at that point, there's a point that you get to, that you just want your peace. And the less you share, I've come to realize that the less you share, the more peace you will have. Like, trust me, private equals peace. If you want your peace, keep your life private. Share what you want people to know. Decide what you want people to know, and you share. You're buying a house, don't share. You're going on holiday, sometimes you don't have to share. The people around you that are close to you, that you can share certain things with. But don't go around sharing with everyone. Just keep your things private, cool. Just be cool and enjoy your life, And when you're private, you enjoy your life more. Because you know what? You don't have to explain certain things. You just get up, do your things. You're not hiding. Because sometimes when you share with everyone, people want to know, what did she do? Yes, why did she not do it that way? Why, she said she was going to do it that way. Why have you not traveled? You said you were going on holiday. Why have you not traveled? What happened? You said you were going to get a new car by December, or what happened, But when you're private, you just keep everything private, And you know what? Life will be easier. Life will just be easier when you keep it private. it will be easier for you. Again, you don't have to explain. I can't stress this enough. You don't have to explain. You know what? Do you know what it takes to explain to different people, because you've told all of them about your plans, about your projects, about your travels. Now things did not work, and you have to explain to A, you have to explain to B, and then you explain to A. Sometimes you explain to A, and A, especially when you have lots of friends, you explain to A is calling B, like, oh my goodness, she said she was gonna travel, she has not traveled, I'm sure she hasn't got money, oh my God. And you're thinking, I said I was gonna travel, I did not travel. What's the big deal in that? There's no big trouble in that, but then you have only yourself to blame, only you to blame, because you are the one who called everyone and told them about your plans. So sometimes, it's good to keep your plans private. Another thing is, it's good to build in private. Let's say you have a project that you are kind of running at the moment, or you're about undertaking, or and sometimes you just explain to people, to friends. Sometimes you explain because you want help, you want their opinions on what you're doing. Sometimes you tell them out of excitement, and they would keep asking. Let me just tell you a story about myself. Okay, when I was writing my book, I told a few of my friends, and then I shared the book when I think I wasn't finished yet, but I shared the book with one of my friends. I shared it with her. I had not finished writing the book, and before I knew it, the book was on Facebook. I was like, oh my goodness, I just shared it with you. It was on Facebook. And I was like, but I had only myself to blame. I couldn't even say anything. I could not say anything. So that is how it is. Don't share. Do not share projects, uncompleted projects, with people. If you have projects, keep them, complete them, then you share. Because whatever information you share with the next person, they decide what they want to do with it. Remember this one. Whatever information, whatever photos, whatever text messages you send to the next person, they decide what they want to do with it. It's out of your hands. You cannot. You share a project that you have not completed with your friend, and you tell them, remember, your friend has got a friend. Your best friend has got a best friend. So she would share it with her best friend. Oh my goodness, do you know this is what is happening now? And this is what Celia is doing. Oh, she just sent it to me. She might be excited for you. She would share it with the next person. But you just wanted to share it with her because she's your bestie. Now she's shared it with her own bestie. And mind you, her own bestie has got her own bestie. So, and then your thing that you thought was private, was a secret, is now on Facebook. So that is why it's very important to keep things that you do not want to share, or projects that you have not completed, to yourself. Just keep them, and when you complete them, you can always share them with family, with friends, and all that, and sometimes you share some of your private things, issues, with people you might think are friends, but they are not friends. You might have issues. Sometimes we all do, we are all humans, and sometimes we have issues, we have little problems, and you think, oh my goodness, I'm going to share my problems with this friend. So careful again. There's certain information you just have to keep to yourself. You have to sit. That is why it's very important sometimes to sit by yourself and ask yourself, should I really share this? Ask yourself that question. Should I really share this information? Because when once it's gone, it's gone. You cannot retrieve it. It's gone, it's gone. And once it's gone again, you cannot decide who your bestie shares that information with. Once it's gone, it's gone. Another thing is, if everybody is your friend, if you've got lots of friends, you really don't have a friend, do you? This one, if you've got lots of friends, you have not got a friend. So please do not have plenty of friends. It's not worth it. When they get a point in life, you set information should not be shared. Oh. Yes, certain information should not be shared on social media. Yes, you're very right. Certain information should not be shared on social media. Like when you're traveling, you're going on holiday, black man, I totally agree with you. When you're going on holiday, you cannot share that very important piece of information. You cannot share it on social media, on Facebook, on WhatsApp. Oh, I'm going on holiday. A lot of people share, and when you share, we've seen it a lot. We've seen it a lot around us. I don't know if you've seen it on TV. It's everywhere. People go on holiday, they put it. You're inviting. Who are you inviting? You're inviting. How do you call that? You're inviting thieves to your home, because when you leave, they know you're not there. You're living with your kids. You're at the airport. You're taking photos. You're putting all those photos. Sometimes just taking photos at the airport with your kids, your husband, your family. We are flying to Greece. That is so much information. That is so much. We are in Greece. We become, sometimes some people put, not only that, they put when they are going, when they will be coming back. What? How do you put? It's very sensitive. Why do you put everything on social media? I don't think we should be doing that. It's not, we're not helping ourselves in any way. We are just putting ourselves out there and exposing ourselves. Let's put it that way. You're just exposing yourself, exposing your kids, exposing your family, So please, when you're going on holiday, that one is very important. When you're going on holiday, don't share pictures. We're at the airport, we are flying, we just landed, we will be there for 5 days, we'll be coming back. Oh no. And you put your everyone knows, your friends, people will find you, people will find your address. Yes, as well, there's lots of, I don't know what's happening. There's lots of jealousy and envy at the moment, lots of it at the moment. And I always say this to ladies especially. And when you're married as a woman and your husband is spoiling you, please, especially women, because women are good at, sharing this information. You just talk. There's a lot of envy and jealousy. If you are a woman watching this video, if you're married and your husband is spoiling you with money, with gifts, with lots of things, please just enjoy it in private. Don't tell your bestie. Sometimes you just have to. I remember my mom used to tell me that, what, if you're married tomorrow and your man is spoiling you, don't share it. Share the bad news. Sometimes I know we don't have to share that, but she's like, what, she used to tell me, like, what, share the bad news, not the good ones. People don't want to see you happy. Not everyone though, but a lot of people do not want to see you happy. So when you're happy and you tell them, oh my God, my husband cooked me dinner, he cooked me that, he got me a car, he got me, there's some very good men out there. There's some amazing men out there. And I've seen a lot of ladies who have been spoiled by their husbands, but they would not say a word. They would not say. They'll tell you the opposite. That's just once. It was just this once. Celia, it was just this once. He is just doing it because you're here. But it's not true. The next time she would say the same thing. I'm telling you, Celia, this man keeps doing this thing just when you're here. She doesn't want to ruin her home. She's happy. You come, whatever you see, she'll even try to cover it. He's just done it just this once. He's never cooked before. It's just this once. But she's enjoying it in private. When you come there, you see it, you try and cover it. So please, if you're a woman, especially ladies, I say this and I say this again. That is why a lot of homes get ruined, because when you open your home to people who might come there and see what you're enjoying, what the life you're enjoying. When I talk of enjoyment sometimes and luxury in life, it's not all about financial, even though financial is right at the top, but sometimes just the time, just the time, the love, the comfort, those little things, that you get from your man or from your wife. It's something that a lot of people do not get, and don't take it for granted. You might think, oh, he's spoiling me, so what? No, he's spoiling you. Enjoy it. Keep it to yourself, please. Keep it private and enjoy it if you want it to last. If you want your enjoyment to last, please keep it in private. Enjoy. Keep it in private, please. Thank you for that one. Okay, let's go. Hello, how are you doing today? Hope you're all doing well. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more good times like this. On this channel, I talk about relationships. And no, I'm not from Sierra Leone. Alphonse, how are you? Hope you're doing well. I'm not from Sierra Leone. I traveled around the world for 6 months in 2018. Wow, 10 countries with my best friend and people in Europe. Most black people were Indian. They could not understand how. See, they could not understand. That is how. Yes, people will not understand. Like, oh my goodness, how, So when you're enjoying, please enjoy in private. No, don't share everything. Sure, don't share everything. Not everyone is happy for you. This one, sometimes I never used to talk like this. I used to share a lot. I used to share everything with friends, But sometimes we learn the hard way, don't we? we learn, and when you learn, sometimes you don't forget. And why not share? We have to share. So please do not share. There are certain things you do not share in public, please. And what else? If you've got any points you can add, we are here. When you live a private life, there's less drama in your life. There's less drama when you live a private life. Far less drama, because people don't know what you're doing. So they would speculate like, what is she up to? Especially they will speculate. They'll be like, what is she up to this time? Oh my God, I don't know. They don't know. And when they don't know, they don't have anything to say. Isn't it better that way? Sometimes you don't need that. You don't need unnecessary drama. We need peace. Yes, black man, I do understand. I would ask you, how do you travel? You travel a lot. How do you do it? Where like people are struggling. A lot is going on, and you can travel around the world, go to 10 countries. Where did you get the money from? People will ask. People will ask. You've saved money. You've worked. You've planned. You're doing what you like. The people don't see that. All what people see is, he's traveling, or she's traveling to 30 countries, But what they forget is, you've been working for 20 years. You've planned this whole trip for 20 years. People don't see that. What they see is, you're going 10 countries. And they wouldn't like it. I know that frenemies, isn't it? So I know my friend, I see occasionally still shares some of my travels. Yes, sometimes, you still have to share. You have to share. What I'm saying is, you have to share. You have to share. Some people will share. They would go, and when they come back, oh my goodness, they would they would just keep posting. I went here, I went to South Africa, I went to Sierra Leone, I went to Sudan, just share. So a lot of people will travel, and when they come back, they will share. The thing is, when you're leaving and you share, when you're traveling, when you're leaving, when you're coming back, there's certain things you should not share, like when you're leaving, when you're coming back. At this airport, in 5 hours I'll be in Los Angeles, or in 5 hours I'll be in New York. No, there's certain things you just should not share, but yeah, why not? Sometimes you have to share to get your to annoy your frenemies. We all have them. When we're growing up, I remember growing up when we're in primary school, secondary school, and maybe uni, you had besties. They're not there anymore. I remember I saw my primary school bestie. My primary school bestie. We were besties, like we were everywhere together. I saw her and she didn't make me out. She was like, I was like, primary school. We were besties. We used to do everything together. She was like, oh, I cannot even remember you. I was like, oh my God. So sometimes you think you want to hold on to friends, you want to hold on to people. Sometimes people will not even remember you. I was like, and I went to her. I was so happy to see her. I was like, oh my goodness, Susan, how are you? She turned and looked at me. She was like, oh my goodness. She said, it's been a long time. That was since primary school. It's... I was like, how is your mom? I was asking of her mom, her sisters. I knew all their names. She just kept looking at me. She was like, oh my God. I said, yeah, primary school. And it's not been so long. So sometimes you have friends, you think, oh, you'll keep them for life. No, it doesn't happen that we want that to happen. We want our besties to be besties for life, but does it really happen that way? No. So I'm saying this because I think it's very important that you build a home within you. You build that loving home within you that you can always go back to. So yourself inside, you can always go back to. Be your own first friend, your own first person to go back to. I don't know if this makes sense, that you have that love. You have to build that love within you in such a way that you do not need validation from people, in such a way that you always go back home to yourself. Let's say there is something, you have an issue, and you're thinking, oh my goodness, what do I do? The first person you should be going back to is you. Go back to you inside. Sit down quietly. I remember this, and I always remember. I remember one of my lecturers at uni. He always said that if you have a problem, if you have a problem and you're thinking, and you want to share it with somebody, and you're angry or anything, take a walk. Just take a walk. Take a walk. If you have a problem as a woman, you have a problem with your man, don't pick your phone and call your friend. Don't call your mom. Take a walk. Don't fight. I say this because remember that whatever you say, whatever comes out of your mouth, you can never take it back. You have to be very careful with your words. Whatever comes out of your mouth, you can never take it back. So it's very important that when you're angry, take a walk to the balcony. Just go. You're angry with your husband, just go. Just take a walk. Say, excuse me. Sometimes you don't even have to, especially women. When we're angry, we don't want to talk to you. We just speak to the hands. So when you're angry, please, with anyone, take a walk. Go away. Don't talk anything. Don't say anything. Don't offer a word. Don't say something that you might end up regretting all your life. Words are powerful. Excuse me. Words are powerful. And let me have some water. Words are powerful. So Black man says, I worked and invested my... Yeah, of course, I know. you can't just get up and travel to 10 different countries. You can't get up and travel around the world. I know you must have worked, invested, planned before embarking on the trip. I know you do all that. You don't just get up and travel to 20 countries. No, you plan everything. No matter how wealthy you are, you cannot just get up and go. You plan at least for, if you're like if you've got a private jet, okay, that's different. Even if you've got a private jet, you need to plan, because you need airspace, you need, everything. You need to plan. So you can't just get up and go. You have to enjoy your life to the fullest. But what I would advise people not to do is to share everything with people. Not everyone is happy for you. Not everyone is happy that you're happy. It took me so much time to learn this. I thought, oh my God, all my friends are happy that I'm happy, they're happy, I'm sharing everything. Oh my goodness, this is what I'm doing next. Have you realized that sometimes you have a project and you think, oh, I'll share it with this my friend, you share it with your friends, and it never happens. Sometimes you share it, and it's like when you share something that you have not yet done, somewhere your brain registers it as done. So you think, oh, it's done, let me move on. That is one reason why I do not share my projects, because once I say it, because sometimes when I say it, as you can see, I can be very hyper and very happy. So when I'm telling you something, it's like it's done already. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm going to do this, and once you share something with so much excitement, somewhere your brain registers it as done. And then you just feel that satisfaction, like, because I've told my friends, all of my friends, they all know about it. That is it. And you never get to do it. And sometimes it's the energy. You don't know who you're talking to. It's the energy as well. You might say something to someone and it just doesn't work. And you're thinking, why did it not work? It's the energy as well. Yes. Black man says, back then I shared it to inspire other Africans in Europe or North America. There is a higher, bigger world out there. Yeah. I do understand you, black man. I understand you very, very well. It's like, let me just give you an example. It's like you have a group of friends, 9 friends, for example, and one finds out how to make money. They're like, oh my God, I found out how to make money. This is the easiest way to make money. And you invite your other friends. Some people will doubt you. Some people will not believe you. Some people will think you're playing. People will think different. People don't. We're all not the same. We're all not the same. So sometimes you share things with people and you think, oh, they're just gonna buy it, they're just gonna follow through, they're gonna be with you, no, it's not like that. Never. You might think there's a bigger world, there's money out there, let's go. No, not everyone wants what you want. Remember? Black man, remember this one. Not everyone wants what you want. And you might get satisfaction from traveling, but there's someone out there who gets satisfaction from just watching TV. People are different. We're all different. And someone will look at you like, oh, you just want to travel the world. Where are they going to get the money? Some people will think about that as well. Some people will look at you and go, show off. You just want to show off, So people have different ways of looking at things, So that is why if you want to share something with people, you have to make sure you have the same goals, the same dreams, you're maybe on the same level. Some people would say on the same level, because you really do not enjoy the same things, No, you don't. You might think you do, but you sometimes we don't. What you enjoy, someone else would not enjoy. What you fancy, someone else would not fancy, you know. So that is just how life is, you know. So we have to accept it that way, because that is how it is. And sometimes when you have big dreams, you might go ahead and share with people, and some people might look at you and go, we know you, and seriously, we know you can never achieve it. And they'll say to your face, you know you can achieve it, because you know there's work, and you are ready to put in the work to achieve what you want. Yes, Stefan. Yes, sometimes you have big dreams and you tell it to your friends. You tell them, oh my goodness, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that. Some people will tell you, you have to learn first. Some people will tell you, you know what, for example, I told someone that, oh, I would like to do live videos on YouTube. And someone said, oh, you have to practice. I told two of my friends, and one said, oh, you have to practice well before doing it. And then the other friend said, no, you have to do it and learn whilst doing it. So you see, these are two friends. One, the friend A was like, no, don't do it. Oh my goodness, it's so scary. Celia, you cannot do it. Wait, learn first. You have to learn for about a year. And the other friend said, no, Celia, you have to do it. You have to just go online, just do it, make mistakes, go on, do it. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to learn by doing. So you see, these are two different people, two different ways of looking at things, you know. So we are just different. We are not the same. So let's say I had just that one friend who told me, oh my goodness, don't do it. It's so scary. She is looking at everything from her own lens. And do I blame her for saying, oh my goodness, it's so scary, don't try it? No, that is how she sees life. I want to do it. I just talked about it, and she was, oh, it's scary. Oh my goodness. Oh my, you're going to sit there and talk. Oh, you're going to make so many mistakes. Don't do it. And the other friend was like, oh my goodness, it's okay. Make the mistakes. You're going to learn. You're going to make mistakes. You will learn from your mistakes, and you just carry on learning and doing, you know. So that is it. See, so if I had just friend A, what I'm just trying to say is, if I had just friend A who said from her own genuine point of view that, oh my God, that it was scary, that I shouldn't do it, that, you know what, don't do it, it's scary. So please, so sometimes if you really want to do something, just jump and do it. Make mistakes and do it. Do it. So all I'm trying to say here again is, sometimes you just have to do what you want to do. Don't go sharing, because people have got different opinions. People will tell you their opinions based on where they stand, based on where the lens they are looking from, based on, you know, their own capabilities and abilities, you know. So again, if you want to do something, just do it. Sometimes you don't, just be private. Your projects, do it. You will make mistakes. You fail, you fall, you stand up, you get up, you keep on going. So again, please keep your life private. Share less. Share the things that you want people to know. What you don't want people to know, keep it to yourself. Don't say, she's my best friend, I'm telling her that secret. Keep your secrets to yourself. Remember, your best friend has got a best friend, and her best friend has got her own best friend, and the chain just goes on. The chain goes on, you know. So do not share what you don't want to share. Share only the things that you are comfortable sharing. Share things that you can share with the world. So if you're telling your friend something, no, if she shares it on social media, I will tell you this another very short story. Once these two friends went out, they had a drink, and you know how it is, and they took pictures. The pictures were not good. And one of the girls was so drunk. The next day, that picture was on Facebook. So please, she was so shocked. She was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you put this picture on Facebook. You know, my employers are gonna see it. I know we went out. Yes, we went out. I had a drink too much, or I had one, whatever, and this happened. It can happen to anyone. But why would you take pictures and put them, or photos and put them on social media? Why? So why did she do it? Well, on Facebook, everyone was like, why? Why would you put a picture of your friend in this state on social media? Is it so much love? Are you trying to tell me that you love someone so much so that you would take photos of her in that state and put it on social media? So people, you might think, oh, no. Again, Blackman says, that's why I never use Twitter and Instagram. The free thinker myself will get into trouble because I don't do sugarcoat. I know, because you just say things the way they are, and sometimes you get in trouble. Trust me, you get in trouble. But for me, the way I look at it is, if something is not really important, you can say it, you can discuss it with people. If you have sometimes you might have one or two very good friends. You have genuine people out there. You have got a lot of genuine people. You must have at least one or two people that you know what, these two, no matter what, they've got my back. Those people that you can call at 5 a.m. in the morning, 3 a.m. and they would just come. You call them, you know what, I need you, it's 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., don't come. You have people like that. You cannot, everyone around you can never be like that. But you must have at least two people who can, or who would be there for you at any point in time, any time of the day, and who would clap for you, who would support you, who would push you, who would support, those who would support your dreams and goals. You must have those people. Everyone around you cannot be like that. It can never happen. Never. Never. But you should have people like that around you. That is why it's not good to have so many friends, because when you have so many friends, at the end of the day, you would come to realize that you really don't have a friend. So it's good to keep your life private. It's good to have few genuine friends that you can count on, that you can lean on me. Yeah, you have that you can count on, friends that you can lean on. And again, it's good to build in private. Let's say you're building a house somewhere. Build it in private. Build it, and when it's done, invite us. We'll come for housewarming, house opening. Yeah, but don't go telling everyone in the community you're building a house. So you know what, you build a house, you tell your friend that, oh, you're building a house, and some people will say, oh my goodness, she's been building the house for ages. It's been 5 years since she started building the house. What is she building? Every time building, she keeps talking about it. And when you took oh yeah, yes, a black man. Yeah, you have to be able to count your good friends on your one hand. You have to. You have to. If you have so many friends, you don't have friends. You should be able to count your good friends in your one hand. Like this one, you know them. Yes, you know them. And sometimes we get it wrong as well. It takes time to really know that, what, this one can do this one can do that. It takes time, but it's good to have those friends you can count on. It's priceless. It's priceless. Sometimes you have so many friends. I know of this guy, so many friends, very good guy. So he used to have so many friends, and he had a problem, and there was no one. He had an issue, and there was no one there for him. No one. So many friends, but no friend. No true friends. You can have so many friends. You're like, this is my friend. And when you're fine, when you're doing well, and you have so many friends, they would all come around. You would see the love. If you have friends, plenty of friends, and you're doing well, they would all come around. And if you are someone who loves partying, who loves going out and partying, you will have friends. You would have acquaintances. You would have acquaintances that would become friends, that would become very close friends, because you party a lot. You go out, you hang out, they'll come to your place, you know. But then, are they really true friends? Will those people be there for you should you have problems? That is or should you have issues that you really need help? Can you count on them? You know, it's very important. Sometimes it takes time to know who is who in your life, but it's very important to really know, you know, the people that will be there for you when you truly need people. When you need humans, you know, you need humans. Someone once said that they just, after a long time, you know, having friends, when she said it, she was like, after so many times, after so many years having friends, that she just realized that her dog was her best friend. I was like, oh my goodness, what's happening? Like, what's happening? She said it and she meant it. She was like, oh my goodness, I know we need humans, but she just realized that, you know what, my dog is my best friend. Like, my dog would not let me down. That's the only, she said that was the only, I would not say human, that's the only thing that has never let her down. Her dog will never let her down. Her dog is always there, her dog. And she does love her dog. She loves her dog to bits, you know. She's like, my dog, I don't play with my dog. And do you blame her for that? No, some people will put their dogs first because of their experiences. And do you think I'll stand here and say, how can you put a dog before a human being? No, that is their own personal experiences, you know. And I cannot stand here and say, Celia, I'll trust my dog. I'll trust my dog. My dog will be there for me. I'm like, really? She was like, yeah. So life will teach you lessons, and we all have different experiences. We all come from different places. We have different stories. So we have to respect people's stories, and we have to respect what people want in their lives. It's very important. That is very important. But you know what? Just build in private. That's build in private, so you don't have to explain yourself to anyone. We don't need validation. Yes, yes, a black man. That's why they say a dog is man's best friend. It's true. It's very, very true. It's very true. It's very true. I don't want to. There's a story I don't want to tell at the moment because it's a bit sad. It's a sweet, sad story. If you want me to tell the story, let me know. I'll tell you the story. But I don't want to say it because it's a sweet, sad story about a lady and her dog. But you know what? So sweet, so sweet, so sweet, so sweet. But it's a bit sad. So let's not tell you. Let's leave it for next for next time. You know, but I think, yeah, dog is man's best friend. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true. It's true because I've heard stories of how dogs have and are still rescuing people. How dogs are they're just so loving. Like, they are loving. I'm gonna get a dog. They are. If it's private, leave it that. Yeah, I'll just leave this story. It's sweet, sad. It's a sweet story. Sweet but sad. So let's not end the video on that note. Let's just carry on chatting. Oh my god, okay, it's Globalismo Black Man. Black man, where are you watching from? From America, right? Where are you watching from? from America. It's a beautiful day in London, England. So that is it. So we've talked about lots of we've talked about, I think, all of the benefits, 10 benefits of keeping your life private. Remember, people cannot ruin what they don't know. Oh, from Europe, you're in Europe. We are all in Europe, isn't it? I'm in England, so we're all in Europe. So remember, people cannot ruin what they don't know. Not everything should be put in public. Let's say you're buying a house, keep it to yourself. Let's say you're enjoying love from your husband, wife, partner, that's spoiling you with love. Your husband is spoiling you. Please keep it to yourself. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Keep it to yourself. Let's say your husband is going to get you a car, or got you a car, gets you presents, your husband spoils you rotten. Please enjoy it and keep it to yourself. You're going on holiday, keep it to yourself. You're buying a house, keep it to yourself. Enjoy it. When you've bought the house, everything is done, dusted, then you can invite us to come for the housewarming. But don't go telling people, oh my goodness, I just went to the estate agent, I'm buying a house here. If it doesn't work as planned, people are going to ask because you told them in the first place. So remember, just you're buying a house, you're building a house, invite us to come and warm the house. We're gonna come housewarming. We're gonna come. Another thing is, people respect what they don't know. Yes, so don't share a lot. Don't share a lot. Let people have that, what is she doing? What is she up to? Not like they know everything about you. They know you're traveling. They know, people know everything about you is in public. Remember these people, and it's true. People respect what they do not know. Don't just open up to everyone. Let everyone know everything about you. You have to keep certain things to yourself. Keep certain things to yourself. Don't share everything. Share less about yourself. Don't share everything. Share only what you want people to know. If you don't want people to know certain things about you, keep them to yourself. Don't share everything. Remember, not everyone is happy for you. Not everyone is happy you're achieving. People are not achieving. Let's say if you've had an increment in salary, you've been remunerated at work, you're doing so well, and your friend just lost her job, and you're coming home to tell her that, oh my God, I got remunerated. Oh my goodness, I got promoted at work. Oh my God, I've been given a service car. Seriously, are you serious? No, a lot of people are going through a lot. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be happy for your wins, for your successes in life. You should. But before sharing, just think, should I be sharing with this person? Is this person really happy for me? Is this person rooting for me? Please don't attract envy and jealousy to yourself by sharing some of the things going on in your life. People are just humans. Whether you like it or not, people will be jealous. You tell them certain things, they will be jealous. Oh my God. Some people will even go, oh, why is it that everything is happening for her and it's not happening for us? People will say that. Oh, I'm happy for you, but you know what? Things are really happening. When is God going to bless me like the way God is blessing you? People will say it in front of you. They might mean well. What about people who are really going, why is it that everything is working for her and not us? What about those people? So that is why, to protect yourself, share less. Share less. Please, just protect yourself. Protect yourself, please. Just share less. Building. Another thing is validation. If you don't share too much, if you don't share too much, when you share too much, it's like you're seeking for validation. I just bought a house, you want validation. Oh, I just got promoted, you want validation. It's because you want validation. That's why don't share. Don't share too much. You don't need validation from anyone. You're happy with your achievements. You're happy with where you are. You don't want people to applaud you. No, you're happy. It's all right. Black man says, I never back into my world will trigger so negative. See, when you share a lot, when people are down there, when people are not doing so well, and you are doing so well and people are not doing well, don't share. Sometimes people might be going through a lot, they will not come and tell you. But when you share a lot with them, when you keep sharing, they would keep asking themselves questions. There are people who work so hard, but they don't have anything to show for it. And they look at you and go, we all have studied, we are all different. You will achieve certain things that your peers will not achieve. We are all different. But should you go around, some people will say she's flaunting it. You're not flaunting it. You're happy, you're excited, you're telling your friends happily, look at what I'm achieving, look at what is happening, oh my goodness, look at. But they are like, oh my God, how come everything always happens good for her, not, so please don't share. Don't share. Share some little. Just share a little bit. Just share a little bit, not too much. Don't share too much. Don't share too much. Do not share too much. Some people will even spoil it for you. Some people will spoil. I remember once someone said, be careful who you take to the bakery, or who you take to your job site, because they might end up kicking you from work, or kicking you away, or kicking you out of work, So I think we can carry on chatting. There's lots of things we can talk about, but that's about it for benefits of keeping your life private. This is a new week, and sorry, I meant world travel adventure. I knew I could figure it out, black man. I could figure it out. Another thing I'd say is, okay, now let's talk about what is happening today, like dressing up, using our clothes and shoes, the things we buy, we don't use them, please. Okay, another thing I talk about on this channel is fashion. I love to look good. That is just me. I love to dress up. I love to look good. So I try as much as possible, So if you're watching this program, if you're here with us today, please make sure you wear your clothes. When you buy your clothes and your shoes and your nice outfit and your outfits and your glasses and your shoes, please use them. I'm here to beg you to wear your clothes and shoes. Do not keep them for special occasions. Remember that being alive is a special occasion, or is a special event every day. Being alive is special. So make sure you wear your nice clothes and your nice shoes. Wear them. And if you're a woman, please wear your clothes, wear your shoes, take care of yourself, whether you're single, you're married, whatever is happening in your life, just take care of yourself. Dress up well, smell good, wear your clothes and your shoes. What is stopping you? Don't wear the same clothes, because we do this a lot. You buy clothes, you don't wear them, you don't put them on, you leave them there. You buy nice shoes, you don't wear them. You are a woman, you're married, you used to dress up nicely. Even men, some men do this as well. You're married and you've got nice clothes, nice shoes, you don't put them on, you don't wear them. Why? Dress up for yourself. Okay, let's say you don't want to dress up for your partner. Dress up for dress up for yourself. People need to learn money management, to have a habit of sacrifice, savings, and inventing. I totally agree with you, black man. Maybe you should start teaching that. I will be the first one to subscribe. If you've got a channel, let me know. I'll subscribe. But teach it. A lot of people would like to learn about money management. It's very important. This is a topic that I think should be taught in school, because they don't teach us about money in school. And money is important. Money is right up there, right up there. I don't know why they don't teach money. It should be a subject that we should learn, how to manage your money, how to save your money, yes, they should teach us. Maybe you should teach us that. Maybe what do you think, black man? It's something you can teach us. We don't mind. A lot of people want to learn about money management, how to manage your money, so you can travel, you can do things, you can buy, you can build. Because if you cannot manage your money, because a lot of people just work and you just spend the money. You're like, money is to be spent, but we need to learn how to manage money, which is very important. But all I was just saying is, if you buy your nice clothes, if you've got your nice shoes, whether you're a man or a woman watching this program, or if you come across this video at any point in time, do put on your nice clothes and shoes, change, look after yourself, spoil yourself, look good. It's good to look good. You're looking good for yourself. And if you're a woman, remember, men are attracted by what they see. Yes, men are attracted by what they see. They don't know when a man sees you, they're attracted by what they see with their eyes. They don't know. No one knows what is inside your brain. No one knows if you've got sense or you have not got sense. No one knows that. Until you open your mouth, no one knows. So sometimes, that is why sometimes they'll tell you, if you don't have anything good to say, just look good and shush, so they don't know. They'll just look at you, oh my goodness, she looks good. They don't know what is in there. So that is why it's very important, that you dress well, you look good. It doesn't take so much money to look good. You must not buy the most expensive things in the shop to look good. You just have to buy things that fit your body, your silhouette, your body shape, your body type. So it's very good or it's very important that you look good. It's a lot of women, when we women are single, we look good. When you get married, after some time, you're like, you know what, I've been married for 10 years now, that is it, I don't care anymore. You have to care, because it's you have to care. I watch a lot of investment channels on YouTube, buying stocks and shares. Black man, it's very important. Money management is very, very important. That is something we just push under the table. A lot of people don't talk about it. A lot of people don't think about it. It's not taught in schools, so people don't talk about it, but when you've worked for some years and you earn money and you don't see the money, that's when you start thinking, oh, what am I doing with my money? What do I do? What am I not doing right? Because until you get to that point whereby you are able to ask yourself, what am I not doing right? I make money, but at the end of the month, I don't see the money. You're like, I make money, but at the end of the month, there's nothing. Which means you're not managing your money well. So you have to try and see how you can manage your money, which is a very good thing. I realize rich people rarely wear expensive clothing for public validation. Yes, black man, rich people, this particular, a lot of rich people just wear what they want to wear. They're rich already. They wear what they want to wear. They travel and they go where they want to go. But when it comes to, how do you know if I think they wear expensive things. What they don't do is they don't wear designer clothes with the logos around, or no, they wear good stuff. I think rich people wear if you look at rich people wear expensive things, but they don't wear but you would not see them with Louis Vuitton all over. No, you would not see that. You would not see that. But that doesn't mean, you might think that, oh, Mark Zuckerberg is just wearing a t-shirt all the time. Go and find out the price of that t-shirt. That t-shirt will be body friendly. It might be made of wood out of Serengeti forest. Find out the price. It's the quality. It's the quality. It's not, sometimes it's just the quality of what they wear. Rich people wear expensive. They wear fine wool. They'll put on clothes that are skin friendly, So this is completely, I don't know. I cannot say rich people don't wear expensive clothes. They do wear expensive clothes. They do. Go and find out the price of Mark Zuckerberg's. What is Mark Zuck? Mark Zuck's. Oh my God! Now I can't pronounce anymore. Find out the price of his t-shirt. Doesn't mean, it might just be quality. They put on quality things, good quality. Even his he puts on jeans or denim trousers all the time. You might think that it's just normal. Get denim from a cheap shop. It's denim trousers or jeans trousers are very, very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. But get a good one, you will be shocked. So he might be putting on a jeans or a denim trousers worth about 7 to 1,000 pounds, or even 2,000 pounds a pair. But you might think it's just normal because he works long days. They might be so comfortable, so skin friendly. That is what those people buy. Clothes that are skin friendly, and those clothes don't come cheap, So it's not all about putting on the designer clothes. It's all about the quality, how the clothing feels on your skin. That's what I've come to realize. So sometimes it's not just the designer, the Louis Vuitton. His t-shirt, as far as I'm concerned, might cost 2,000 pounds for one t-shirt. I'm not joking. Find out. And most of his clothes might be tailored made for him. And another, it's not for validation. I will never forget walking into a rooftop private member club accidentally to do photography in Singapore and the Philippines. They calmly poured a glass of champagne and had a chat with me. Oh, see, that's how they enjoy life. Champagne, good life, private clubs, and all that. It's a group of multi-millionaires from US and Australia. See, a lot of people, people spend their money differently, and when it comes to spending your money, you decide how you want to spend it, because we enjoy different things. Again, in life, people enjoy different things. Some people enjoy buying houses, some people enjoy buying clothes, some people enjoy buying shoes. Some people do not spend their money at all. Some people spend their money on food, good food. Some people would prefer, I know a lot of people who prefer buying the best quality food. They spend their money on food, best quality, and they don't care about clothes. Not like they don't care. They'll put on nice clothes, but they would not go extra miles for clothes like that. Just clothes, you put them on today and tomorrow, you might not like them, or you might not, they might be out of fashion, so or they might not be trendy anymore. Okay, in just shorts and t-shirts, that's the thing. Black man, some people try African millionaires look, they have more entourage, and that's true. Very true, black man. You're very true when you look at it that way as well. Sometimes with Africans, it's all about when they have it, you know, especially the entourage. Is the idea is the entourage, you know, when they have money. I think with that as well, if you want to talk about African millionaires, I think it's they have entourage, or they have huge crowds or a lot of people around them all the time. I think it's for security purposes. I think so. They're scared. They're scared. They're scared. There's no security, so they've got the entourage. They've got security guards. They've got all that. They're thinking they've got the money. They can afford it. Why not? I think it's the security as well back in Africa, because when most of those people travel to Europe, they don't have a lot of people following them, apart from maybe presidents. But then they don't have in most African countries, when the president is traveling, oh my goodness. They've got one village with them. They've got a whole village. When the president is traveling from A to B, you know, they've got a village in front of one village, one whole village in front of them, another village behind them, you know. And sometimes you look at it and you go, this really does not make sense. It's just waste of money that could be used to build hospitals and other things. But you know what? Who am I to, you know, you see it and you know this cannot be right. But sometimes they'll tell you it's for security purposes. You know, because here you see Boris Johnson, for example, when he was PM, he used to always run. People used to see him running around. He used London, everywhere. He just used to run. You know, he was okay. I think it's the security as well. Or you might think, oh, he's running, he's by himself. No, there might be security running or looking or driving. I don't know. I'm just saying, but it depends again on on how you want to spend your money. If you want to spend your money on clothes and shoes, and you work your money and you earn it, it's up to you. People just enjoy different things. It is waste of money. That is where we are going wrong in Africa. It's the mind. Yes, I agree with you. It's the mindset. It is waste of money. It's waste of money. You know, it's waste of money that could be used to build hospitals, to build roads, to build cities. It's waste of money. It is, because this is across Africa. It's not just in one country. It's everywhere in Africa. You know, where the head of state is moving from point A, sometimes not even the head of state, even ministers, senators, when they're traveling, they carry a whole village with them. You know, you have to feed all those mouths, you have to lodge them, you have to clothe them. Sometimes it's the petrol driving from one place to the other. Sometimes they have up to 20-30 vehicles running. They have to stop traffic in certain countries when the president or the ministers are traveling. Even within a city, they have to stop traffic. They have to people just have to they stop everything. Everything must stop because the head of state is traveling from A to B. So it's for us Africans to see what we can do about these things. It's gonna take time, but first, just like you have succinctly put it, it's waste of time and money. It's wrong. It cannot be right. It can't be right. It can't be right. I think, and that is why a lot of Africans are just leaving Africa. It can't be right. You are living. Is it a good thing? No, it's not good. We have to do something about it. We have to start from somewhere. We know it's not right. Not at all. That the head of state is living from A to B and he travels with a whole village. one village in, not one, not a whole, two villages, one village in front and another village behind. So he travels, his entourage has got about 30 to 40 armor vehicles. Sometimes you have armor vehicles, you have armies, you have police officers, you have all those mouths, and it's too much. But so yeah, that's it. So black man, what you're here now, what do we talk about next? I've got loads to talk about, loads. I've got signs someone secretly dislikes you, but let's not talk about that one. Today is Sunday. Okay, it's just my observation compared to other developed countries. Yes, your observation, I second. You see, it's all what you said is true. It's true. We see it on TV. It's not like everyone sees it, and we see it on TV. It's happening. It used to happen. It's still happening today. Put on the TV. Just watch any country in Africa. It's happening today. Is it right? I don't think so. And that is why we are where we are. You know. And another thing is, let's leave this topic for next time, because I've got a lot to talk about these things there. Yes, I'm in the UK. I'm in the UK. Sometimes we've got a lot, Africans, we've got a lot to learn from other countries. I don't think we are not learning. We are learning. We know what to do, but are we doing the right thing? We know. We can all see. With the internet, the world is common. The world is a very small village. Everyone can see. We can all see what is happening everywhere in the world. We can see what is happening in the north, south, east, west. We know what is happening. We know what is right. It's one thing knowing the right thing, and it's another thing doing the right thing. So do we know the right thing? I think so. I think we know the right thing, but we choose not to. Don't you think so, black man? What do you think? Do you think we don't know the right thing? Do you think, from your observation, do you think we don't know the right thing? Yeah, we know the right thing. Of course we know the right thing. We know the right thing, but we don't. We've decided to close our eyes and just do what is good for us, what we enjoy doing, you know. So yes, black man, I'm in the UK. Okay, let's talk about, it's good you're watching, so we can just share. Let's talk about some of the things you know now that you wish you knew earlier in life. What are some of the things you know now that you're thinking, oh my goodness, I wish I knew this? Like in my 20s, I wish I knew this when I was younger. What are the things you know now that you think? Correct leadership is the main problem in Africa. Yes, correct leadership is the main problem we have in Africa. It's been like this for a long time now, and hopefully things are going to change, you know. Hopefully someday, not long from now, things are going to change. We all want that change. We all like, we are all dreaming for that day to come when things will change, you know. But sometimes I think we all we all have to talk about it the way we are talking about it now, and then the next step is, because when it comes to change, every one of us has got a part to play, no matter how small it is. And it starts with educating people. You know, it starts with educating people. It starts with, you know, people going out there to work, to put in the work, you know. So I agree with you, black man. Really, you want me to go there? I know. Correct leadership is the main problem in Africa. Yeah. Correct leadership is the main number one problem in Africa. All over. What I wish I knew in my 20s that I would change, given another chance. Yes, that's the one. Yeah, let's talk about that one. Yeah. What is there anything? It would be good. I don't know if there's a possibility. I'll check if there's a possibility of adding people to the thing, to the live video, so we can have a chat. It's good. We've been talking, or we've been chatting, communicating for some time, back and forth. Black man, I do appreciate. Go on. Number one for me is the only failure in life is not trying. Let me start. Number one, the only failure is in life as a human being. If there's anything you want to do, just go ahead and do it. You will fail, you will fall, you will stand up, you will get up, you will try again. Trust me, you will fail again. You will fall again. But you know what? It's better to try so many times. Just keep trying, because the worst thing you can do to yourself is never trying. Not trying is failure. Not trying on its own is failure. So if there's anything you want to do, if you're watching me out, there's anything you want to do and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I cannot try because I'm not good enough, try. You will learn by doing. Because not trying is failure by default. Not trying, you failed already. So try, fail, fall, get up. Remember, people will laugh. Oh yes. People will laugh. People are going to laugh at you. It's okay for people to laugh. It's okay. As far as you're doing what you want to do, as far as you're happy doing what you want to do, who cares? Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Try. So that is something that I think that would have to be a private conversation. Black man, I do understand. Yeah. So another thing that I wish I knew earlier in life is that no one is coming to rescue you. No one. After 18, you have to face life. And sometimes people might want to rescue you, but they don't have the means to rescue you. People might promise to rescue you, but when it gets to that time, when you really need them, they might be busy with their own lives. So if you can put it at the back of your mind that no one is going to rescue me, I have to fight for myself, you will go out there and you will fight. With blood, you will fight. With tears, you will fight. With sweat, you would fight. Because you know no one is coming to rescue you. It's not like you don't have people. You might have an uncle out there who tells you, you know what, it's okay, set up the business. Once you set up the business, I'm going to give you £1,000 or £2,000. And when it gets to that time when you need the money, they will tell you, do you know what, I was expecting that money and it still is not in my account. So I cannot help you at this point. What are you going to do when that happens? Are you going to cry and start pointing fingers at people for not helping you? No. So remember that you are your rescue. No one is coming to rescue you. You have to rescue yourself. So people might promise you gold and silver, but sometimes they will not come through for you. Not because they don't want to help you, but because it's nature. It's just, that's how life is. You might promise someone that you so love something, and when it gets to that day when you have to give them, something happens to you. Something happens. You don't just have the money. Anything might happen. You don't have the money. Are you bad? No, you're not bad. That is why everyone, remember, you are your own rescue. You are your own rescue. That's another one. Another one is rejection. You know, in life, we all have to remember that you will be sidelined. You will be rejected. Come on. You might be the smartest person. You might be the most beautiful person. You might be the most well-spoken person. But let me tell you this. There will come a point in your life where people will reject you. People might reject you for being the best. Do you know that? You might be the best. Yes, you might be the one who gives the most, and you might get rejected for being the one who stands there and helps everyone. You might get rejected for that. Some people will not like it that you're helping everyone. Don't you think so? Some people will not like it that you might be the one fighting for everyone. A lot of people will not like you for that. They will not like you for fighting for everyone. So you will get rejected by friends. By friends. You will get sidelined, and doors will be shut right in front of your face. You'll be promised things and you will not get them. Not because you're not deserving, or not because you don't deserve them, but because you're you, and at that particular point in time, that thing might not be for you. Humans will sideline you. They would reject you to your face. I don't care if people laughed at me, my failures. I've always had a thick skin. I learned from the music my mom used to listen to in the 80s. It's a music full of Yoruba wisdom and proverbs. Yeah, correct people will reject you regardless of what. Yes, people will reject you regardless of what you do, regardless of. There are some people who would reject you for being someone who stands up for those who cannot stand for themselves. They'll reject you for that. So, so don't think, if people reject you, that's their business. The only rejection that really matters is when you reject yourself. That is what people will reject you. What matters is do you have that love for yourself? Do you hold yourself high? Do you respect yourself? Do you value yourself? Because people will reject you. And the only true rejection is when you reject yourself. If you do not reject yourself, if you love yourself, whatever people do, that's none of your business. Because people will reject you. People will. Love. Yeah, I completely correct people. Correct people reject you of what you do or say. Oh yes, we live in a crazy world. We do live in a crazy world. Wherever you do, just know that. That is why I always talk about self-love. It's very important to love yourself in and out unapologetically. Love you in and out unapologetically. Be your first friend and build a safe home within you. So if there is something, you always go back to self. Always go back to you. Once you can do that, it takes practice, but once you're able to do that, you will find out that you can work with people, you can live with people, you can be with people. However, when it comes to that point whereby you have to be by yourself, you will be by yourself, because you've practiced living alone. You've practiced self-love. It's very important. It's something that we do not, as a lot of people are like, yeah, but I already love myself. Do you really love yourself? Can you stay by yourself? Have you learned, have you practiced how to stay by yourself? Can you stay alone and be happy with yourself just the way you are? Because it takes you have to learn to love you unapologetically. If you are able to do that, you will be able to spend time alone and feel happy with yourself, feel happy with your own company. Because it's so important, you know, because once you can do that, then rejection means nothing to you, because you're happy by yourself. You are happy by yourself. You're happy walking by yourself. You're happy with yourself. You're happy with your own self. You're happy. You love your own company. You have to love your own company. Love yourself so much. And if you do that, if you can actually learn how to love yourself, and you love yourself so much, that is what somehow you will exude. It's the love within you that comes out, because it takes time to practice how to love you, because you have to love you the way you are, with sticky ears, I love myself, with whatever. You love yourself the way you are. Once you can do that and you get where you have that love and satisfaction with who you are, you've accepted you the way you are, the bad side of you, the good side of you, the ugly side of you, you've accepted you complete, wholly, and in full. Correct? Solitude is therapeutic, and it is self-love and growth. Yes, it is. It is. And what happened, black man, let me just share this very short story. When I was growing, because I lost my dad when I was really young, but what my dad taught me at a very young age was solitude, because I used to run around and I used to visit my friends. I used to run around. I'd go to my friend's house. I had this friend who never visited my house. She never came to me, because I always went there. After school, I'd run to my friend's house, would play, and sometimes I would even go back home to ask my mom if I could sleep in my friend's house. I went there every day after school, all the time. And my dad quickly noticed, and he was like, seriously, you're always going to visit your friend. When is she coming here? When is she coming here? Why is it that your friend never visits you? So that is how I started. My dad taught me how to stay by myself, learn who I am. So I used to do different things. I used to try my mom's clothes, play by myself, do my doll's hair, do things by myself for some time at a very tender age. And you know what? Today, I have a lot of friends. I would love them, but I'm very happy on my own. You know, when I have friends around me, perfect. I would be with them. We'll do things together. But I'm very comfortable and happy on my own. I love my company, because I was trained to love my company. It's very important. This is something that a lot of people don't look into. A lot of people take for granted. And some people cannot just live alone. They cannot stay by themselves. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm by myself. You know, that is why some women as well will rush into relationships, because they don't want to stay by themselves. Sorry, this is just something on the side. You know, you just want to rush into a relationship because you don't know how to stay by yourself. Oh my God, I'm lonely. But if you can learn how to live by yourself, if you can learn how to love the person inside, and it only comes, and it's very therapeutic. It only comes when if you can try living in solitude. Do it for about, you start 30 days, you know, you carry on, and you're gonna just love you the way you are. Love your hair. That's, you love your body. Find out how you are, your body, you know, your hair. Get a mirror, look at the back of your hair. How does it look? My ear, everything. Learn about you. Learn about you. Love you the way you are. Short, tall, just love you the way you are, and you'll be able to just love yourself, carry on. And yeah, black man, I do. Solitude is key. And another thing is another thing I'd like to say is that what was I saying? I lost my. Stefan says correct. Solitude is therapeutic. Yes. And another thing is, nothing good comes easy. So the most valuable things in life compound over time. Nothing good comes easy. So if you want good things, you have to work. It comes over time. You have to gradually, you accumulate good things over a long period of time. You know, so if you want to acquire valuable things, if you want to build wealth, if you want to build valuable things of value, they come over time. These things come over time. It's not just quick, fast. No, over time. I suppose it prepares someone for the real world. Oh yes, it does prepare us for the real world, black man. And you know what? I checked that I still have to take this book to different schools, but I'll show you this black man. Now that you're here, we've spoken for some time. See, this is my book, 7 Lessons from My Father. It's on Amazon for $9.99, and the e-copy is 99p. The first lesson in this book is self-love. It's the longest chapter. It's a very small book. It's not big. It's the longest chapter in this book, and it's priceless, because that is how my dad taught me. I've shared this in 7 short stories. I've shared 7 lessons. I've wrapped them nicely in 7 short stories. That is how my dad taught me how to just love myself. It prepares you for this world, the world out here. He just prepared me, you know, because if you do not practice, it's practice. If you don't practice how to love yourself, you know, it's here. It takes time. You have to. It's solitude. You couldn't have put it any better. It's solitude, because I stayed by myself. I did things by myself. After a while, I was comfortable just enjoying my own self, my own company. And then he said, now you can go. And do you know that after I had spent so much time in my own house, in my own room, a room that I shared with my siblings, doing my own thing, trying different clothes, my friend actually came over to find out why I had not visited her, you know, and it became something so important to me, because then my friend started visiting me as well. So the relationship became mutual. It was reciprocal. I'll visit her and she would visit me. It wasn't one-sided as it was before, or as it used to be, because it was one-sided. I used to visit my friend all the time. But after the first lesson from my father, I stayed home. I had that relationship with myself in solitude. And after that, I just enjoyed my own company. And after a while, my friend started coming to my house to visit me. She came a few times, and then I went to visit her. So the relationship became mutual. It became reciprocal. I'd go to her and she'd come to me. And it was good that way. I felt better, because my dad was trying to pass that message, like, relationships are not meant to be one-sided. Come on, my baby, my little girl, you're always going to your friend. Why not? Why can't you just stay home and see what happens? And you know what? The lessons my dad passed on to me are priceless. So I shared them as well. I had to cut out negative people whose energy was a drawback in my life many years ago. I had no regrets. The best decision I ever made. Oh yes, it's very important to have friends and people around you that would support you. It's good to have a positive support system around you. There is nothing like that. Do you know what? I don't know how to put it, but it's so bad to have narcissists around you as friends, to have negative people around you, to have people who would point out, your weaknesses. Do you know that sometimes you have people around you who are specialists? They call themselves friends, but they are there to point out your weaknesses. We all have weaknesses. We all have strengths. Why point out my weaknesses when I know them? I know my weaknesses. I'm working on them. Stop pointing out my weaknesses. A lot of people do that. They would point, and once you realize that you've got that kind of a person in your life who spends time and time and time pointing out the things that you cannot do, telling you you're not good at anything, telling you you cannot amount to anything. There are a lot of people who have got people like that around them. And what do? Sometimes you think people will not just change. You think, oh my God, let me just keep her, she would change. Let me just keep this person as a friend, they would change. People don't just change like that. People are who they are. And once people show you who they are, believe them. Believe them. People do not just change. People would show you their true colors. Believe them. And if you have negative people in your life, cut them off. You don't need negativity in your life. The world is stressful enough. Life is difficult enough. Life is not easy out there. So you don't need people in your life who would come in and pull you down, who would come and push you on the sidelines. You don't need people like that. So the best thing for you to do, I know she's been your friend for 20 years. I know she's been your friend for over 20 years. She's your childhood friend. But if all she brings to you is pain after time after time after time, please cut her off. You don't need her. Cut her off. If you've got someone who tells you to your face that you're not good at anything, why are you keeping them? Is there any reason why you're keeping that person who tells you all the time that you're not good at anything, you're good for nothing? Why? Why should you keep someone like that in your life? It's not worth it. You have a narcissist in your life, cut them off. Cut them off. You have anybody who loves you will not bring you pain deliberately. Anyone who loves you will not intentionally hurt your feelings. hurt your feelings time over time and again and again and again, and you're thinking they would change. People don't just change. They are showing, people will show you their true colors. Take them for who they are. Believe them and walk away. Walk away from pain. Walk away from disrespectful people. People who would not respect you. People who do not respect your boundaries. People who would talk to you in public anyhow. No. Don't let people push you down, pull you down. No. No. They are playing with your mind emotionally. They are beating you emotionally. They will do it. And if you give them the time, if you let them, they will do it over and over and over and over until you just get fed up of life. And that is what they want. You just get fed up with life and they think, yes, we have gotten her to where we want her to be. So if you have people in your life who do not see anything good in you, we all have something good in us. We all are special in different ways. We all have got unique gifts. And if you have people around you who cannot help you see that gift in you, who cannot help you see the good things that you bring to the table, we all bring something to the table. We all bring something to the table. No matter how small it is, we all have something to offer. Even someone who comes to you and listens to you is offering a listening ear. They are there to listen to what you have to say. Even a broken clock works twice a day. It's correct twice a day. So everyone has got something to offer. So please, if you have people around you who pull you down, whether it's a partner, a boyfriend, a friend, who do not see any good in you, please leave them. Leave them for your own sanity. Leave them. Leave them. Sometimes, especially women, sometimes you're with a man or you're with a boyfriend, you're with a partner, and they don't treat you right, and you know it. But because you don't want to be by yourself, because you're having this pressure from friends and family that you have to get married. When are you getting married? You're just thinking, I will take it. Let me take it. He's going to change. If a man doesn't treat you right when you're dating, do you think he's going to treat you right when you get married to him? Do you think he's going to change? He's the same person. He's not going to change overnight. He isn't going to change overnight. So please, don't let anyone push you around. Don't put yourself in that position where you're seeking validation from people. You want people to love you. You want to belong somewhere. And you know that they don't like you. You know that they really do not accept you. They don't want you around there, but you don't want to be alone. So you're like, no, learn how to be by yourself. Please be around people, even if it's just one person. Be around someone who would uplift you. Be around people who would support you. Be around people who see the good in you because you have it. Be around people who respect you for who you are. Be around people who respect your values. Be around people, stay around people who respect your boundaries. You have your boundaries. There are certain things. Do not be with someone who would say, you know what, if you know you love me, give me your bank card. Huh? Give me your PIN code. Huh? If you know, especially people who would tell you, prove to me that you love me by doing this or that. They know you're not happy doing it. You've always denied doing that thing. Now they want you to prove to them that you love them. Anyone who loves you will not ask you to prove to them that you love them by doing something you don't want to do. No one would do that. Anyone who loves you would love you for who you are, the way you are. Come on, we all have strengths. We all have weaknesses. No one is perfect. And no one should make you feel less of who you are. No one. Hold yourself high. Carry your chest up. Walk with your shoulders high. Because you know what? You're beautifully and wonderfully created by God. You're beautifully and wonderfully created by your creator. Guys, so please stay strong, stay positive, stay around positive people. Stay around people who would push you forward, onwards, upwards. Stay around people who love you for who you are. You don't have to change for anybody. Do not, if you're changing who you are for anybody, it's not correct. It's not correct. You're a loud person. We're all different. You have loud people, you have loud people, very loud people. That is how they are. You have funny people. That's why you have comedians. That's why you have strategists. That's why you have accountants. Those are quiet people. You have introverts and extroverts. We are all different. We come in different containers. Don't be with someone. Let's say you're a loud person. By nature, you're just loud by nature. You're just fun to be around. There are people like that are the life of the party. That is who they are. So do you want to change that kind of a person to become a very quiet person? Because without them changing, you cannot accommodate them. You have to change. If you don't change to a quiet person from a loud, I cannot accommodate you. Hi, Anne, how are you? No. We have to be who we are. We all are special. We all have got our special gifts. We are all beautifully and wonderfully made the way we are. So we just have to be with people who would accept us the way we are and push us forward. Love us just love you the way you are. Accept you the way you are. Otherwise, leave. Don't let people will treat you the way you let them treat you. Be very careful. Show people how you want to be treated. Show them. How do you show people how you want to be treated? By the way you treat yourself. Treat yourself like a queen, and the man who comes into your life will treat you like a queen. Trust me. Treat yourself like a queen. And the friends who come around you will see the way you treat yourself. Let's say you're dating someone and you're always well dressed, you look nice, you work, you take care of yourself, you eat well. They come around you, they see that, oh my God, everything around her is, she's really taking care of herself. She's looking good, taking care of herself. She smells good. They would treat you and love you the way you love yourself. You love yourself. She treats herself well. She eats well. They will treat you with love and respect. But if you don't, if you let people treat you anyhow, they will treat you people. Human beings. If you give human beings, if you just let them treat you anyhow, they will treat you. You will not like yourself. You see, human beings, just leave yourself. Let them treat you anyhow. They would use you to wipe the floor. Human beings would use you to wipe the floor. You have to stand up and know what you want. Don't let anyone. Even if they have a bit of control over you, because sometimes you're thinking, it's okay, let me just manage. It's okay, let me just manage. Remember, it's your life. You're living your life. You are living your life. That is why, if, for example, this is just an example, you're a woman dating a man. I always refer to women because we are the weaker link. you know. So I know some men go through a lot as well. I'm not, I'm not taking your troubles or your worries for granted. I know some men go through a lot, but you know what, let me talk to my sisters and my queens. Please don't let anyone treat you anyhow. And it starts at the beginning of the relationship, the start of any relationship, whether it's a friend, a colleague, the start of any relationship. That's when you set your boundaries at the start of any relationship. And when they want to push you too far, can't bring them back. You have to show people how to treat you. When they want to push you, bring them back. These are the things I take. These are the things I don't take. Human beings, if they handle you low, be careful. Oh, it's a dog eat dog. Yes, so well out there. Oh, very correct, black man. If you just give yourself to human beings, like they will pull you, they will use it to sweep the floor, they will use it to mop the floor. Human beings can. Human beings. If you give, seriously, I used to say this, that I'm very happy that man is not God. Like, seriously. If you give, have you seen the cartoons that human beings create? Have you seen them on, like, Fleabag? There's one called Fleabag Monkey Face. If you look at that creature, you would see that, or you would know that if God gave human being that power to create another human being, oh my goodness. Seriously, you have to look after yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You have to stand up for yourself. It's very important. Otherwise, they would use you out here to mop the floor, they will drag you left, drag you right, whether it's your partner, whether it's your boyfriend, whoever it is. If you let them, they will do it. Some people are nice. Some people are so nice. It's good to be nice. But if you are with someone who does not treat you nice, you have to let them know that, oh, no, I cannot take that. I cannot take that, you know. Oh yes, a black man. It's all racist. It's not just, it's all. You know what? Before I used to say, this must be happening only in Africa. No. I've traveled as well a lot. I've not only traveled, I've lived with people from, different countries, different human beings are all, seriously, we are all the same. We are all the same. Human beings are all the same. Everywhere we are all the same. So that is why I would say that you have to show people how to treat you. Teach them. Teach them by treating yourself well. Teach human beings how to treat you. Every human being across all races. We are all the same. We are all the same. We are all the same. All black, white, green, blue, we are all the same. You have to show people how to treat you. We are all the same. We all have the same blood, the same everything. Show people how to treat you. It's very important. Very, very important that you show people how to treat you. Please. Okay, please show people how to treat you. That's my take home for today. Show people, show them. You teach people how to treat you by showing them how you treat yourself. The way you treat yourself, that is how people will treat you. People can see, people have eyes. They see how you treat yourself. Sometimes some people will look at you and go, oh my God, she treats herself like the queen or like a queen. So if you're going close to her, you have to treat her well. And if you just don't treat yourself well, people will not treat you well. If you treat yourself with love, with respect, I have seen that people will come up to you and speak to you with love, with respect. People will respect you. They would come close, speak to you. They would show you that you would know. So it's very important to show people how to treat you, whether it's your kids, your husband, your friends. Show them. They see the way you treat yourself. They're like, oh my goodness, that one loves herself. And they'll treat you with love. You know, you respect people. People will automatically respect you. You talk to people with love. You talk to people respectfully. People would automatically talk to you respectfully. It's mirroring. It's called mirroring. People, it's mirroring. They see how you treat them. Is the energy that you give. The energy they're giving it. They're giving it back. You know, I'm looking at you. You're doing this, and I'm doing this. You're treating yourself well. I'm treating you well. You're copying what you're doing to yourself. You know, which is something we all are learning as we go through life. You know, no one is born with all the knowledge. We all life is a continuous process, and learning is a continuous process as well. Sometimes we come here, I don't know, there will come a time where we have to like do videos where people can just come join. I don't know how that works, still learning, where people can join and share their opinions in different languages. You know, just share your opinion. There's a Google Translate now, so whatever language, just say what you have to say, and Google will translate it for those who cannot hear or those who cannot read it. Things are changing now, and there's AI as well. So, because sometimes some of the most intelligent people I've met do not know how to speak English. And you might think because people do not know how to speak English, they are not intelligent. No, absolutely rubbish. There are a lot of people who are so intelligent. You listen to them. I know of this lady. She told me herself that, Celia, do you know I've never been to school? I was like, what? She's got lots of employees. She's got a company with lots of employees. She doesn't even care. She doesn't speak English. In England, she's got employees with PhD. She never went to school. I'm not saying that it's not good to go to school, but this is her own story that I'm just sharing part of her story. But she's got people with PhD. She's got about 6-7 employees working for her. You know, so it's not about English language. English language should not be we don't use English language to measure the level of anyone's intelligence. No. There are people who do not even understand English language, but they're so intelligent and they're doing so well for themselves. So it's not about the language. It's all about what you have to share with us, with everyone. You know, life-changing stories. We hear life-changing stories every day from people all across the globe. So it would be nice for us to do that. I'd check the features. Speaking English fluently is not a determination of intelligence. Not at all, black man, not at all. You know, some people, you speak English, no, there are some people who do not even speak. I know of a lady, I'm sure she's from, I don't know which African country she comes from. She's never been to school before, but she's got schools in her country. She's got schools herself. Schools. She's got loads of employees in her country. She's got schools in her countries, in her own country, you know. So it's not English, speaking fluent English is never a determinant of intelligence. Never. That's what we used to think. Oh my gosh, she must be so intelligent because she speaks good English. Or he must be so intelligent because he speaks good English. No. Because you know what, growing up, I don't know, somehow we thought it's just English. If you don't speak English, then... And in some cultures, they'll tell you, or in some countries, they used to be like, you must speak English. And parents never used to push for their kids to speak their own local language or their dialect. It was just English. You have to speak English. And then now, parents are realizing that, oh, English is someone else's dialect. It's so sweet, isn't it, black man? Now, most parents are realizing that, oh my God, English is someone else's dialect. Yeah, you've abandoned your own. Yeah, you've abandoned your own dialect, and sometimes some people even abandon their culture. You abandon your own dialect, your culture. You're learning another man's dialect and another man's culture, and you've abandoned yours. Who is fooling who? This is so sweet. So you have to learn yours. And even here in England, they would ask you, what is your language? They want to know. They want to know, what is your language? What do you speak? That is why when you see, for example, in London, you see most Yoruba kids from Nigeria, Yoruba, most of them speak their language. And you know what? And other kids from other African countries are learning. You know, because here they would ask you, they have how do you call it, culture day or something like that. They have a culture day, a cultural day, where you cook food. They cook food from different countries. They promote it here. They want to know your language. How do you speak? They ask kids in primary school, you know, how do you call one in your own language? Because they know that you come from somewhere. What is your language? You know, what is your language? And strange enough, in most African countries, they don't promote this. They don't promote it, but they promote it in England and in most European countries. They want to know your language. They want to know where you come from. So here they promote it. They thought there's Black History Month, but in African countries, they don't. In most African countries, they don't. You must learn English, which is a good thing. But then what about your own mother tongue? You know, which is a good thing that I think most African countries should promote at this point, you know. At this point, I don't think there's a single Chinese person who does not speak Mandarin. This is Mandarin, yeah. But you've got a lot of anyway. Let's not diverge. Let's go back to what we're talking about. Yep, we are speaking another man's, yeah, which is not a bad thing, but it should be a plus. Do you understand what I mean, black man? It's not a bad thing to speak different languages. You could speak Chinese, you could speak different languages, but it should be a plus. It should be, I can speak my language, and I can speak Mandarin, I can speak English, I can speak Spanish, I can speak French, I can speak Russian or Ruski. So it should be a plus. You should speak your language, and then you speak all these other languages, which is a plus. But it's a shame when you don't know your own language, you don't know your mother tongue, you don't know your dialect, and you speak all these languages. So who is fooling who? It's like you're fooling yourself. You know, so if you have your own people, you cannot communicate. You can communicate well with other people in their own language. However, you cannot communicate with your own people in your own mother tongue. There is a problem somewhere, isn't it? On your next slide, let's get more controversial and talk about religion in Africa. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's a big one. Oh, you don't want to open that. I know, right? Okay. How do we get it? Yes, this is a big one. Oh my, this is a big one. I've got a lot. I'll just leave you with this one. Black man, I'll leave you with this one. When you're praying, when you close your eyes, I don't know, what do you see? I don't know. I don't know which country you come from. I don't know. This is our first time meeting, but we have to talk about this one. When you close your eyes, who do you see? I don't know. I'm just asking. It's just a question. Don't answer this question. Let's try and see. We have to work out our next life. We can write. I don't know how it works on different platforms. You can communicate back. You can communicate like not live, but I don't know how it works. Does anyone know how it works? Do you know how it works? Can we communicate out of this live, so we know we can arrange it, or we can arrange it here. We can arrange it here, or you can write after the live show. We can decide on when to have our next live, so we can talk, and I'll find out if I can join you, if I can add you live, so you share your point of view. And I'm sure we're going to have other people who would like to come and share with us their thoughts on this very important topic. It's a topic that we have to talk about, because I'll share something with you. I've got friends who have got shops here in London, and there's just this one complaint that they all make, supporting each other, but where does it stem from? Where does it come from? Where does it come? Where does it come from? So we really have to talk about this religion in Africa. This one is a strong number. It's a good one. I'm really very happy to talk about this particular topic. I have a busy couple of weeks, so it will be when I get back from the UK. All right, that is perfect. Okay, I'm fine. So you would let me know. Like the days, so we can schedule it. It could be Sunday like today. It could be a Saturday weekend. Whenever you're available, let me know, so I would schedule it based on your availability. And then we'd see, I'd work it out, and we'd see if you can come live, so we talk about it live here, and we'd work something out. We are going to work something out, so just write, so we sort something out today, or okay, in June. All right, yes, 2nd of June weekend in June. All right, yes, 2nd weekend in June. Okay, good one. I'll write that down in my diary, and then we are going to for time, 2nd weekend in June. I'm going to check. We'll check the time as well. If I don't hear from you, since you've left comments, I can come and write. Just follow the thread and write, and then the 2nd of June. Yes, let's get it well in advance, so we can advertise. We can advertise, so lots of people can come and talk about it, because it's a topic that lots of people would like to talk about. Lots of things really have to change. People are eating grass now. Oh my goodness, it's all right. It's all right. We are going to get there, one step at a time. We'll get there. It's all here. It's the mind, and it takes a lot to work, especially something that's been there for a long time. You're thinking, so who is right, who is wrong, what is happening? What is happening? Am I going gaga? What is happening? What is right and what is wrong? Okay, we are going to talk then in June. I think we've said it all, haven't we? Let's go and get ready for the week. Yeah, let's go and get ready for the week. Okay. Oh, don't get me started about the grass eating. I saw that video. I know, we've all seen it, and you know what? It's all about educating the people. It's all about educating our people. It's a serious problem. There's a serious problem going on, and I think it's all about educating. I repeat, it's all about, and that is if people would accept. It's one thing educating people. It's one thing for people to accept that they need the education. It's one thing for people to accept that they have a problem. You know that you might see someone and you think, oh my goodness, this person has got a problem. They need help. But they are looking at you and going, no, I don't have a problem. You have a problem. So it's one thing. So some people might not see it as a problem, and it takes time. So we just have to keep keep talking, keep educating people. You know, even if you have to educate one person a year, it's something. You know, especially let me see what gender. Let's see how we get along. We are going to arrange something. You said second weekend in June, so we might probably do so Saturday or Sunday. It's weekend. Today is Sunday. Would you like it to be on a Saturday or a Sunday? You know, just black man, can you kindly just put the, since you've put second weekend in June, can you kindly put, like, if it's a Sunday, what time should we start? So I'd let you know. I'd write to you, okay, let's do a Sunday. That's perfect. What time? What time? Let me know the time as well, so I'll write that down boldly, so we can come here live and talk about it. I'll also find out if you can join the video 4 p.m. Perfect, all sorted. I'll also try to find out if you can join the video live. I don't know how it works. I've never added anyone live. I'd find out how it works, and if it's possible on the day, I would like you to join and talk live, share your thoughts. You've said a lot today. You've contributed a lot. I'm so grateful. I'm happy that you shared your whole evening with me here today. And you know what? I want to thank everyone that's participated, everyone that's contributed, everyone that's been here with me live this Sunday afternoon. I really do appreciate you. I don't take your time and your support for granted. I do not. So thanks very much for all the support. All the best always. Take care of yourself. Stay strong. Love yourself. Stay positive. Keep on going. Just keep on going. Keep on trying. Keep on pushing. The best of you is yet to come. Carry on going. Thank you very much. Have a fabulous week. And until next time, I'm Cecilia Mbullah, also known as Lady C. Thank you very much. All the best, and bye-bye for now. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. We are going to be coming live. I've got lots of videos on the channel. Please just go and watch them. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. Don't forget to put on your clothes. Put on your clothes. Use your perfume. Don't keep it. Use your perfume. Thank you. All the best always. Bye-bye for now. Have a fabulous week. Bye-bye. Bye-bye for now. Yeah, bye guys. Bye.